man, the hero, of course, get to the hearts with the anthem. That tugged at my heart. It sure did, Popeye. It really tugged at my heart. The All-American with the greatest values. Yeah, nice touch. But for people that know you, they don't buy any of that shit. Because if you were a decent person, a good American, you would act like you are. If you were a serviceman, you would have values. You would have a conscience. You would be respectful. Everything that is supposedly the end result of being in the service, of which you actually learned being in the service. You're not that type of man. You're not exemplary. You're not a good example of a serviceman with your hateful attitude, your disrespect for people in general. Oh, the anthem, I'm sure, tugged a few people in their hearts and a couple of teardrops with the American anthem. That'll get you. Oh, that'll get you. It almost started getting to me. Not, but really. You are a poster child for what's wrong in the world. And because you served in the Navy, and whatever menial job you did in the Navy, where did that lead to as a civilian? That's the question. A very hateful person who's a shit poor example of a serviceman who was told and taught discipline, mannerism, respect, but you have neither one of the above. You don't. You're a piss poor example of an American. You could wave the flag all you want and boast that you were in the service, but what did you turn out to be? A piss poor example of a serviceman. I have more respect for people that have been in the service and they come out when they've actually learned respect, discipline. You're not one of them. You're certainly not one of them. Your show was a piss poor example of who you are. And then speak it of my family. Who the fuck is Shauna Uma? You could make text, you're a good editor. That didn't come from my daughter. Her name is not Shauna Uma. What the fuck is a Shauna Uma? And even the spelling of her first name is wrong. So nice try, but no cigar. And as far as me not being in my brother's life, I never talked to him. Every 3 days. Every 3 days, or even sooner than that. Always called him up. Always was there for him. So how dare you make such a lame statement of what my relationship with my brother was? I never avoided my brother. I never abandoned my brother. Papa, I'll be honest with you, law or not, if you were standing in front of me, I would cold cock you. In his memory, and he can't speak for himself because he's gone. The dead can't speak. But I'm alive and I can speak. And I will tell you that from the things that you talk about on your show is so disrespectful to him by playing that audio thing of him talking to the neighbor. Yeah, he felt alone. And his statement that Frank's gone and doesn't bother with me, no, that was to try to get at the heartstrings of the old tenants. When in fact, I was always in touch with my brother. Always. Always. But he was so desperate that even though he knew the tenants did me wrong and did him wrong too in many ways, yeah, he was being human and he was reaching out. He was desperate to keep the friendship of the tenants, even if it was a slap in my face. Some people that are that lonely will go that far. It's true. But to make a blanket statement or any statement at all that I did not or was not in my brother's life is an out-and-out lie. He knew it. My sister knows it. And my girlfriend knows it. Because every 2 or 3 days I was on the phone with him. Up until the point that I found out he died. And that lame statement about, you didn't even know your brother died because you never called him. Well, like I said, every 2 or 3 days. And he didn't answer. And I had to do some research to find out what was going on. As I eventually found out from my sister. But that's really none of your business. So these really lame statements. You know, Papa, I'm serious. I hope you get whatever is coming to you, but I'd rather come to you in your life, not after your death. We know you're going to fucking hell if there is one. Don't berate, don't defame, don't talk about somebody who has passed on like the way you do about a family member. I'm serious, Papa, and I'll say it, copy it. If I saw you in person, I wouldn't worry about the law in your case. I'll show you what hurt really is. Because you're that kind of person that somebody just wants to punch. And that's why you don't have any friends at all. When you involve family so deeply and don't respect the people in somebody's family that had passed away, which you do all the time, I don't know what's in your head and how you get by in your life. I don't understand how you wake up every morning to all this hate that you have inside of you. I venture to think it's your time that's coming, not mine. I know a lot of hateful people on here, but you are at the top of the list. No tears coming down my cheeks when you expire, I will tell you that. In fact, I will celebrate it. Celebrate it. Every single show. Not because I'm a mean person. It's because another piece of shit has left this planet. Somebody that serves absolutely no purpose, no use, does not contribute to society, and you could play all your national anthems that you want. It doesn't make you a good American in any respect, because you don't have any respect. And you rest on the laurels all the time that you were in the Navy. Big fucking shit. You were in the Navy. So what? Are you some kind of a hero? I'll tell you what a hero is. I can give you a lot of examples of a hero. A hero is a person who could raise their child on their own for many, many, many years. That's a hero that didn't abandon their children. I have never abandoned anyone. Nevertheless, my child. I'm sure she wasn't happy that I left Seattle to go to Hawaii. I could see that. But I can't control people's psychology. I cannot control their anxieties or their depressions or anything like that. It's not in my control. But talking about my brother, I'll make an issue out of that right here, like I have. Always talking to my brother on the phone. And you come out with these lies on your channel because you could. You talk about longevity and everything else. Robert, I don't think you're going to live a long life for many reasons. If not for your just hateful character, your persona. If there is a God like you proclaim there to be, I'm sure he has plans for you in the very near future. We don't need scum on this planet as an example of Robert Clausen. When you're gone, you will be completely forgotten. You serve no purpose on this planet. You serve no purpose to yourself or anybody else. Remember, as I always say, living well is the best revenge, Robert. I just don't feel that you're living well. I don't think you're living well with yourself and your conscience. May your God be with you, because you're going to need all the assist that you can. Oh, I will celebrate when you croak. Oh, believe me, I will. Maybe it's not a nice thing to do, but in your case, I'll make an extreme exception. You are evil in heart, if there's such a thing as evil. Well, like I said, Robert, copy what I say, I'll say it again. I ever saw you in front of me, I would do the work that my brother would do. Yeah. I'd let you know that sometimes things which you say can hurt people. In the memory of my brother. He's dead. He can't speak for himself. You don't know my relationship with him. Always in touch with him. To make people believe that I was abandoned my brother. I didn't abandon anybody. I was in touch with him every couple of days. All that matters is that he knows that, or knew that. You really are a piece of shit, Robert. You really are. And as I said, how do you live with yourself is incomprehensible. Certainly to me, and probably everybody else. That's what I wanted to say. Thanks for listening, folks. You are a piece of shit, Robert. And believe me, the opportunity to meet you face to face, I would welcome that opportunity. You have no idea. So be brave from 15,000 miles away and behind your computer screen. It's all you got. It's all you'll ever have. And you'll never have a woman to be a companion to you for the rest of your life. We understand why you're so bitter. I get it. But I think you went a little bit too far in your projection. Maybe you feel ejected and rejected. Whatever the purpose of your life is, it's something that you have to deal with, not me. And don't lay your shit on me, because your problems are not my problems. And compared to you, I have no problems. As far as living longer, it's not one of your pissing contests. We'll see who lives longer. And have a really good feeling that your expiration date is soon over. And I will celebrate like it's 1999. For sure.